Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk by George. In today's video, we are going to talk about entrepreneurship. Now you might have heard the name entrepreneurship if you have studied business administration or economics or commerce. Now entrepreneurship is related or is a term which describes business owners in technical terms. Now, what is the definition of entrepreneur? There is no hard and soft definition for entrepreneur. If entrepreneur has to be defined in one word, we must say risk takers or an innovator. That is how we can define entrepreneurs. And what is entrepreneurship? Well, entrepreneurship is simply, to put it into one word, we can say the process of risk taking. Now, let me draw to you one scenario. The economic progression of any country depends upon the businesses that they are having in their country. And people see all the glamorous images, all the glamorous facilities, all the luxurious facilities that entrepreneurs are having, and they dream of becoming one, and they start business. Now let's get into the show. Whether you should be an entrepreneur or not, that is our question today. There is nothing wrong with starting a business. There is nothing wrong with having a dream, becoming a millionaire through business. And everything starts from a dream. You ask any big businessman how they become big. They will tell you about the dream they had in their mind of growing from small to large, from large to even larger. That is the way that they worked in their life. Now our question was whether you should be an entrepreneur or not. I will give you some tips. First one, to check. Let me give you an example. Quite a long while when I was doing the training stuff, I had the opportunity to get in touch with some students, and I asked to them, what is your ambition? They were in the final years of business administration MBA program, and I asked them, how many of you want to become an entrepreneur? To my surprise, almost 80% of the students raised up their hands. But honestly speaking, none of them went for entrepreneurship, or none of them had the intention to start a business. Let's come back to our question, whether you should or you should not. The first criteria is you must be a risk taker. If you don't like risk taking, if you don't like hard life, entrepreneurs, they are not having a soft life. Their beds are not full of roses. They have challenges. Every minute, every hour is a challenge to them in one way or another. Since the world is changing so fast, markets are changing so fast, no matter if you are a small businessman or a large businessman, it affects you the same. So you must be a risk taker. Second one is, you must be an innovator. The reason I didn't use the particular word called invention is because there is little room for innovation today. There is little room. Almost the entire humanity is blessed with good technology, good facilities, etc., etc. What you can do is innovate. Invention and innovation is two different terms. Now, invention is about you making something from the scratch. Identify a need and satisfy the need. But innovation is bring out something new to the existing one. I'll give you one more example. Years back, none of the car makers thought about having an electric car or rolling out an electric car into the market. Now, our friend Elon Musk came out and said, wait a second, this is not the way we must be operating. We can run cars in electricity and let's see how to do it. He brought out the wonderful product called Tesla. Even in the case of paper, he and his brother founded it. Nobody knew. Nobody knew about it. So this is the way that you must work. You must not, even if you can't think of inventing something, but you must be an innovator. As an example, you want to start a small grocery store. How can you be different from others? That must be your question. A couple of days back, a neighbor came to me with a proposal of starting a small convenience store in our hometown. Now, the first question I asked him was, what all things can you offer? He gave me a list of things. It was around 80 or 90 items. And I was like, what in the hell? Okay, fine, good. The second thing I have requested him to do was do a very good display, a very good layout, a very good display. And I even gave him a simple tip. You go to your competitor stores and understand how they are doing business. Now you might even tell me you gave wrong advice. I didn't give him wrong advice since it was the best thing that he could learn. He'd take a look at the services or the products or the way they are offering these items to the customer and try to understand what he can do a bit different, not a bit different, a great difference from his competitor and to his service. Now this is the way that businesses must operate. So the first one was risk taking, second one was innovating something, and third, market. Let me make you something clear. The market is always volatile. It doesn't stay where it is. It's like a small kid. If you take him or her to a big shopping area or shopping complex, the kids won't stay where they are. They are fascinated by the products, they are fascinated by the items that are in the store, and they run around, roam around, feeling the product, taking the product out and having a look at it. I mean, they are in a magical world, aren't they? The same case. Market is a magical world. Nobody thought about a pandemic. Nobody had an idea about pandemic. Nobody was prepared about the pandemic. No businesses forecasted the pandemic. No chartered accountant forecasted pandemic. No economist knew about pandemic. Still, pandemic came. That is something that you must always be prepared for. You can have an earthquake, which no weatherman can tell you that this is going to happen. It's a surprise, and it does affect the market very closely. Even if it is a small natural disaster or a small pandemic to a very large pandemic, it really affects the market. So you must be able to identify the threats and the strengths that you have and be prepared for it. And you might be telling me that this is a wrong answer that I am telling. No. The market is always volatile and you cannot make a judgment about the market. Now you may have started a business thinking that the market is in favor for me, but it is not like that. When you start a business, when you are in the business, when you go further, you will realize that, oh man, this doesn't work out. But no, you must continue. That is the key point that I wanted to make. And the fourth one is organizing ability. You must be a good organizer. If you are not a good organizer, definitely you should not start a business. I have seen many businessmen in my life. Out of them, some lost. If you don't have an organizing ability, I don't mean that you must keep your desk clean. But what I mean is you must have a good organized life. That means you must be punctual. You must know what you are talking about. You must set an example to your employees so they will respect you. You must be neat and clean. In that sense, I don't mean you must take bath every now and then. I don't mean that. When I talk to you about neatness and cleanliness, it doesn't relate to health itself. Yeah, it is important. It is healthy to remain neat and clean, but your activities must be neat and must be clean. No foul plays. You must always remember, respect cannot be bought. Respect cannot be bought. Respect must be earned. Think about it. Okay, that's a good phrase to think. And the fifth one is faith, and the most important thing. You must have a faith in yourself that you can achieve such a big target. You must have a faith in yourself that I can truly work wonders in this business. Plus, you must also have a faith in the Creator who brings you good luck. I don't mean God to be a postman and deliver you good luck, but yes, you must have the weapon of prayer to combat the battle efficiently. That is the point that I want to make. So always have faith in yourself and in your Creator. Most important of all, and the golden rule in anyone's life. Now I have given you 5 key points. The first one was risk-taking. The second one was an innovator. The third one was organizing ability. The fourth one was faith. And the fifth one was market. It is not in a perfect order, I know. Take into consideration of all these 5 factors before you start a business. You must always remember that great things are achieved through the most difficult terrains in the world. Nothing is smooth. Nothing is smooth, and there is nothing wrong with starting a business. But only one fact you must remember: you must have a meaning to whatever that you do. You must be different in whatever that you do. That is a key point to every success. Be prepared to take risk. Be ready to give something new to the market. 3. Always know the market. 4. Be organized. Be an organized individual. 5. Have faith in you and your Creator. It is not about you becoming the rich, but also helping the poor too. Even if you are a big businessman or a small businessman, please to accommodate that thought in your mind and have a good life. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned to Let's Talk by George for more videos and updates.